and a very warm welcome back to my channel. Happy New Year! Today we are kicking off 2025 with an absolute banger of a video. That's right, we're counting down the top 10 best school memories ever. Oh, I can't wait for this one. So grab yourself a cup of tea and a load of biscuits because we're about to get started. In at number 10 today, we have got getting out of PE. Honestly, guys, it was the best feeling ever when you got to sit out of PE and watch all of your friends go out into the cold and play netball or football or hockey, and it was just amazing to watch them suffer. Getting out of PE was especially sweet when it was winter and everyone had to go outside and it was freezing cold. I don't know about you guys, but I didn't really enjoy PE at the best of times, let alone in the middle of the winter when it was freezing and everyone had to go outside. I'm just remembering back now. I feel like that was such an immense feeling when you got to sit out and watch everyone else go through the struggle of PE. It was just so good. I feel like my worst sport in PE was netball. I absolutely hated netball. I don't know what it was. I think I was just too short and I just couldn't run very far and I just hated the whole thing. Oh yeah, netball was definitely my favourite sport to get out of during PE. Joining us at number 9 today, we have got school trips. School trips were such a highlight of the year. I loved going on these, especially when it was out of the country. I feel like it was just so liberating when you were at school to get to go away somewhere abroad without your parents. I mean, it's literally your first ever taste of freedom. Saying all this, we never really went very far on our school trips. I think the furthest we ever went abroad was France. As I've said in my videos before, there is always a French trip. I will live and die by that fact. I think I'm right in saying that every single school across the UK had a French trip at some point. Be honest, guys, you've been to France with your school, haven't you? Haven't you? Haven't you? Tell me you have. Let me know in the comments. Okay, guys, number 8, I feel like is going to be a little bit controversial for some people. I just have a feeling that some of you guys wouldn't have put this in your top 10 best things to happen at school, but I am, so deal with it. Number 8 is getting your exam results back. Now, hear me out. I know what you're thinking. It is literally terrifying and anxiety-inducing getting your results back. What if you don't get the right grades? And what if you haven't done very well? And what if you get in trouble for not revising? I hear you guys. But when I was at school, I always looked at it the other way round. I always saw it as a super exciting day, like, oh my God, I'm getting my results back. I finally get to know how I did on that test. This could be the best day of my life. Often wasn't though. I often didn't get the best grades in the whole world. No. I'm doing myself an injustice. I actually did very well at school. However, I always thought that I'd smashed exams and got like full marks. However, in reality, I never quite got full marks on anything. I feel like I always did better in my head at the tests than I actually did in real life. However, on the occasions when you do better than you expect, that feeling is really what I'm talking about here. When you get your results back, whether it's a mock exam or a real exam or just a test you've done in class, and you do so much better than you anticipated, I love that feeling. If I could bottle that feeling and keep it forever, I would. Off the back of that, another feeling that is just totally amazing is when the teachers are surprised at how well you've done. I mean, come on guys, who doesn't want to impress their teacher? I do, because I was a teacher's pet. Nevertheless, number 8 is staying as this because I'm going to back it. Getting exam results is fun. At number 7 today, we have got the magic fingerprints. Beep. Yes, guys, that is right. It is the canteen money fingerprint situation that I am convinced every secondary school in the UK has. If you guys don't have this at your school, then let me explain. Basically, our parents put money on our fingerprint so we could spend the fingerprint money at school and we'd scan our fingerprint. I've said fingerprint many a time. You guys know what I'm on about. Honestly, guys, I have never felt richer than when the fingerprint got topped up. It felt like I could buy the world. When I got my money on my fingerprint every week at school, I thought I was a millionaire on Monday. This was such a good feeling. I felt like I could go shopping with this. However, you couldn't buy anything else apart from food with your fingerprint. But that didn't stop me feeling like a millionaire, do you know what I mean? I just felt so rich and so generous. I was like, you want to buy a brownie? No problems, I'll get it for you. You fancy a pasta king? Let's get a pasta king on me. Beep. By Tuesday, I'd have 29p left in my account to last me till Friday, and I'd regret all my life decisions. Oh, but it was so good while it lasted. In at number 6, we have got the feeling of having a crush. Who remembers having a crush at school? I genuinely don't think I've ever experienced butterflies like it. Honestly, guys, I feel like the best crushes you ever have in your life are at school. And you don't even realise it at the time, but looking back, you get obsessed with boys. No, guys, I'm getting embarrassed. I'm flushing. I'm going red. Am I going red? I'm going a bit red. Feeling of knowing you're going to see your crush every single day for the foreseeable future is both daunting and exciting at the same time. Guys, I feel like it's even better if your crush is in your class with you. That is a whole nother level of exciting. I feel like it can also be super embarrassing having a crush because all of your friends, when they get wind of it, they just will not stop ripping into you. I feel like it's actually easy to say absolutely nothing about who you've got a crush on to anyone. But I mean, where's the fun in that? It's you tell everyone, don't you? You just do. And just like that, we're halfway through with number 5. For this one today, we've got sitting next to your best friend in class. What an elite feeling this is. When the seating plan aligns you with your best friend, oh my God. Yes! You've hit the jackpot. You've won the lottery. Your life is amazing. I feel like when this happens, you have to be super careful because it is so easy to get carried away with your best friend next to you. I mean, the last thing you want happening after you've hit the jackpot next to your best friend in class is to be disruptive and then get moved. The trick is not to let on to the teachers that you guys are best friends. I feel like the trick is to play it down, play it really cool, and not let on to the teacher that you're actually really good friends. You have to keep it subtle, keep it down low, keep it contained, and enjoy yourself quietly. Coming to number 4 today, we have got Pasta King. This was the best food ever sold in British secondary schools. Prove me wrong. For you guys who watch my videos every week, I feel like I mention Pasta King quite a lot. I don't know how it comes up so often, and for something that I haven't had in my life for like 10 plus years, I speak about it an awful lot. Honestly, I feel like if I had Pasta King right now as a grown adult, it just wouldn't hit the same as it did when I was 13. However, does that mean I'm gonna stop talking about it every other video? No, absolutely not. Guys, I'm getting really excited. We are now officially entering the top 3 best things to ever happen at school. At number 3, we have got getting a supply teacher. When you walked into the classroom and there was a supply teacher standing there, that feeling, oh my God, you knew you were going to have a lesson that no one listened in. Feeling of walking through the classroom door and seeing a supply teacher at the front of the class. Yes! You knew you were in for an absolutely hilarious lesson. I feel like no work ever got done in a supply teacher's lesson. It was your free pass to mess around and chat with your friends. Oh my goodness, we had some of our best classes with a supply teacher. The problem was the supply teacher had no expectation of the class, so you could just act however the hell you wanted to. It was always the next day when you'd come back into school and you'd see the teacher that you would have had for that lesson, and they're always so disappointed with the way you behaved. I remember once, I think it was about year 8, I had a supply teacher for maths, and I swear to you, we did no work. Our class got sent out of the lesson and back in so many times. We got absolutely no work done. Everyone was laughing and throwing things, and we all got into so much trouble. Thinking back, poor supply teacher, I'm so sorry. Supply teachers must absolutely hate their jobs. If any of you guys know a supply teacher, or you are a supply teacher who likes their job, let me know, because I don't believe you exist. That brings us to number 2, the last day of term. Yes! The opportunities that the last day of term presents to a student at school is just too good. Sometimes you'd get to watch a film, you'd get to play quizzes and games in class. Oh my God, and not to mention no work. We never had to do any work on the last day. It was like Christmas, but the last day of term. It was so good. I used to love doing the end of term quizzes on Kahoot. I used to flipping live for those. It would also always be amazing when you got to watch a film on the last day, but no one was actually watching it. We were all just whispering and giggling to ourselves about what we were going to do on our half terms. There was always just such a buzz in the classroom when it was the last day of term, people talking about what they were going to do over the holidays, what you had planned. It was just so good. I feel like it got especially good in year 10 and year 11 when you had a house party planned in half term. On the last day, that is literally all you'd be talking about, what you were going to wear, who was going, whose house it was at, the drama, the gossip. It was endless. Sometimes at my school, the teachers would bring in sweets on the last day, which was also amazing. Sweets in school, come on! And lastly today, in at the top spot, that's right, number 1, drum roll please, Friday afternoons, come on! Whoa, 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 whoa! Friday afternoons were always the best ever. After lunch on a Friday, it was no man's land. It was anyone's game. We did no work. We literally lost focus. We couldn't stop thinking about the weekend and talking about our plans, whose house we were going to, what we were doing, what cinema we were going to. Oh my God, it was just the best feeling ever. I also feel like the teachers got this Friday feeling as well because they're only human and who wants to be working on a Friday afternoon? Everything just relaxed because everyone knew it was the weekend and it was their time to switch off, and yeah, we just made the most of it. And there we have it, guys. We have come to the end of today's video. Reminiscing with you guys about all of those amazing school memories has made me want to go back to school. Only joking. If you did enjoy today's video, make sure you smash a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss another Hollyhoss video ever again. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys same time, same place, Sunday, 6 p.m. next week. Mwah, love you!